Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Solana price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. MEXC is turning 7 and we are excited to celebrate with our special partnership. You can enjoy this event with exclusive rewards only with the referral link below. And starting for the overview here for the bullish and bearish scenario, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A or a wave 1 finished, and after both case scenario we're looking at a corrective wave A, B, C to finish a wave B or a wave 2. You would like to see, of course, continuation in both case scenarios. This is exactly what we got. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse finished, of course, meaning you have finished in A, B, C zigzag toward the upside. For a wave, of course, A here, and a potential, of course, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then continuation for a wave C for higher prices. Another possible scenario is a double 1, 2. You finish a 1, 2 here, you have another impulse as a wave 1, and you're looking for a wave 2 again to move, of course, for a massive and explosive wave 3 toward the upside after hitting the 0.38 Fib level, which is a minimum requirement for a wave 2. As you might have seen, of course, this is a common target for both case scenarios in case you are in double 1, 2, or if you are in a 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and you're looking for a higher. Both case scenarios would require, of course, a 3 corrective wave, A, B, C, to hit, of course, this blue box, and then continuation for higher later on. Currently, we are looking at the wave A potentially finished with an impulse or a WX and a Y, and you're looking for a rebound, potentially 3 waves toward the upside as a wave B, and then continuation, of course, for a wave C impulsively to hit around the $75 and the $50 for this blue box, and we take it, of course, from there. This is your short bearish scenario. Your long-term bearish scenario is, of course, finish 3 waves toward the downside. You're looking for a 3 waves up and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Continuation for the next blue box potentially. And of course, in this case, you're looking for A, B, and a C. And then continuation toward the upside from the 0.618, $31, which is much more, of course, a potential for a wave 2 rather than a wave C or wave 4 here in leading diagonal, because also we have a potential scenario for a leading diagonal wave 5. However, because we hit here the 1-to-1 Fib level taken from the 1, meaning that this wave 3 might be longer in price, of course, than the wave 1. A little bit, of course, giving invalidation here for this scenario. So, yeah, very low possibility. Higher possibility is 1, 2, 1, 2, and of course ABC, and then ABC, and a wave C toward the upside impulsively. So to be watched first, of course, is this a target. And now another scenario is, of course, a bearish, which is ultimate bearish, very far scenario, is an impulse towards the downside. Of course, finishing here as a wave C, meaning, of course, you have a potential wave A, B, and a C here after a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Impulse, correction, and then impulse. Yeah, very far possibility, and that because of the structure wave here as an impulse finishing. So very low possibility. Let's move inside the 2 hour for the current structure to make sure how we finish this structure. So as you can see, this wave, which is supposed to be a wave A here, has a finish potentially as a wave A. You have a correction for wave B, sideways triangle, and then of course you're looking for another wave C here to finish, of course, a wave W, potentially in, of course, a zigzag. And after this, you saw, of course, a bridge as a wave X, and of course a final zigzag for a wave Y. So perfect W, X, and a Y with an X as a bridge working perfectly and matching together as the W and the Y. And then, of course, we can say that we have bottomed here in the low. Now, of course, that is a potential scenario, of course, that we continue correctively, and which is, of course, after an A, B, and a C, as we said in this area. If we take closer here on the micros to see on the 1 hour chart what is going on, we have, of course, several scenarios where you have finished potentially an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we start to seek after, of course, a retracement toward the downside. Preferably, if we are in a wave 1 here, you would like to see, of course, a 0.38 Fib level touch and moving toward the upside. Don't forget the scenario of a wave A as well, which is a corrective wave, where you see an impulse for wave A, meaning you're looking for a wave B, which it can be as well sideways. Be careful. Sideways without reaching the 0.38, it can be simply the 0.23, and then moving massively toward the upside for a wave C in an A, B, and a C, somehow like that. Very sharp zigzag with a very shallow correction. And basically, if we dive even a little bit deeper on the 15-minute chart, you can see that here we don't have anything impulsive yet. Now you see, of course, a little bit long price action here, but nothing is impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is longer than the wave 3. There is no impulse, no diagonal, and that means, of course, 3 waves down, wave B, wave C, and you finished potentially a 3 waves here. You're looking for 3 waves up and then continuation toward the downside, and this will create, of course, a major 3 waves here. And after those major 3 waves, you might get another 3 waves, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again to hit the 0.38, which is, of course, a target for a wave 2 in the blue box. And the timing, don't forget the timing based on the wave 1. You would like, of course, to range in time a little bit before you move toward the upside. Yep, let's take a look also at a KGT for Solana on the 5-minute chart. We can see a very nice price action for the KGT, very nice signals, where we see, of course, the bullish signals, divergence with, of course, the price action, opening, of course, the monster mouth here that you can see. Of course, this is exactly your bullish scenario. Another bullish scenario is, of course, this opening of this divergence, again, between the price action and those bullish signals. Currently, we got the sell signal, of course, on the 5-minute chart, and this is very normal since we are in the top here and we're looking for wave 2 and therefore continuation toward the upside after finishing this wave 2. Yep, so that was it for Solana. Let's see the price action, how it's gonna deal with the next scenario. Thank you for watching, thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.